Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. I don't know when I'm going to be able to post this. It's been a wild 8 or so hours around here where last night, just as I was getting ready to go to bed, it started hailing like crazy, and then there was a tornado warning, and the alerts went out on our phones to, find shelter immediately, and then we spent the better part of an hour crowded in the laundry room downstairs, which totally broke social distancing protocols. Got up this morning to go to work, and by go to work, I mean, of course, get ready for work and then go to our different corners of the apartment in order to work from home. And the storms took out our internet. My over a year and 2 month perfect attendance streak got wrecked, not by the global pandemic, but by a single thunderstorm. I'm a little miffed about that because, as you no doubt surmised from the title of this, whenever it goes up, I don't know if it's going to go up today or not. It depends on when the internet gets fixed. Today is my birthday. Thank you. I appreciate the happy birthday messages. I wish I could spend it with my kids. Maybe we'll get some sort of video chat in today. I don't know. At least I have my girlfriend here, even though she's asleep right now. But yes, it's my birthday. I am older than I want to be. I'm 37 today. As you can see from the gray in the beard, I'm old as dirt. I did get this nice thing this morning while I was trying to get the internet working and waiting on it to come up. I got a nice happy birthday message from my Animal Crossing community. That was sweet. That was fantastic. I loved it. It was adorable. I don't want to show or post all the things that happened because I think it's a special thing that you need to see on your own birthday. I hope you have a birthday if you're playing it soon, so you could see what happens. It was an adorable little 5-minute ceremony or party where gifts were given, stuff happened, candles were blown out. Thank you for that, Nintendo. It was a nice touch because the rest of the morning was so bad. Waking up and having to text my supervisor and call my manager, leave a voicemail for her, letting them know I would not be able to work today. I would need emergency, PTO applied. I had already applied for PTO for tomorrow. I wanted to take a 3-day weekend. Figured I could use tomorrow to, do all sorts of streaming and just Final Fantasy VII is going to be out tomorrow. It's my birthday present from Chelsea. And I was just looking forward to diving into it and Resident Evil 3 and other stuff. And now I have an extra day. But unfortunately, the extra day comes at the cost of my last full day of PTO. And it also comes at the cost of I have no internet. Like this, I'm recording this 9 o'clock in the morning. And I've been up since 6. No internet. My ISP says there's, multiple outages and they'll get to it when they get to it, basically. This kind of sucks. I mean, at least I have Animal Crossing and I have stuff I can play off stream. But, I would really like to be playing some online stuff right now. It's kind of a raw deal because it's, I'm off today. It's my birthday. Should be celebrating. But life is conspiring in so many ways to keep it from happening. With the stay-at-home orders, meaning I can't go out. The diabetes, meaning I can't have cake or brownies or anything. Although, I do have this nice little pint of keto-friendly ice cream, which means it's diabetic safe. So I will enjoy this today. At least some of it. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. But normally on my birthday we go to Hofbrauhaus, we go to Young's Jersey Dairy. We get a good meal, good rich meal with some either some beer or some ice cream, depending on which place we go. And not gonna do that this year. We're gonna try to DoorDash something later, but that's assuming the internet's back today. I didn't get to do my weekly recommendation video this week like I wanted to do. I wanted to do it every Wednesday. Didn't get to do it yesterday. Didn't get to record the podcast yet. We were going to do that last night, but again, the storms. It's been an interesting couple hours. So Again, those of you that have wished me a happy birthday or will wish me a happy birthday after this is recorded, thank you. I appreciate it. Love you all dearly. And I hope the day gets better. I really do. Because so much of my entertainment, I mean, I have all the books and stuff behind me, obviously, in a collection of physical media. But so much of what I want to be doing needs the internet. And now I'm home from work with no internet. It's a nightmare scenario for this plague. That's one of the things that we've joked about repeatedly around here, is that, this is a good time for there to be a quarantine or a stay-at-home order, because we have the internet at our fingertips. Everything's there. We can watch movies. We don't even need to go to theaters to see new releases anymore. They're coming out immediately. Onwards on Disney Plus, and you can rent, theatrical releases from your Xbox, your PlayStation, wherever. But now I have no internet. Hopefully, obviously by the time you see this, the internet will have been restored. I just hope it doesn't take too long. I don't want it to be all day. Real quick though, since I didn't get to do a proper recommendations video, there are a couple things I want to put on the end of this that I think you should check out this week. I only have 3 this week. I didn't do the usual 5, didn't have time to put it together. But there were things I come across this week or have been wanting to talk about that I feel it's important that you check out while you have time. One of them, the first one, Nier Automata. Amazing game. Not the best looking game, so don't come into it expecting it to be like, mind-blowing like Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil 3, Doom Eternal level graphics. It is graphically not the most impressive thing, but it is a very fun game. It's a little daunting when you hear that you need to play it through at least 3 times to see the proper endings, because it has an A run, a B run, and then a CDE run, and there's 26 endings total, one for each letter of the alphabet, but most of them are like gag endings or like failure state type endings. Like one of them involves if you eat a fish, it turns out the androids that you're playing as are allergic to fish, so you eat this fish and then it's game over because you die. So don't worry about all those, but the game itself is amazing. It goes between like bullet hell and third-person action stuff. It's a fantastic game. I have several videos of it on the YouTube channel. I'll put one of them in the links below. And then the second thing is a comic book first. I think you should read the comic book first. I haven't watched the show yet. It is on Netflix. It's Lock and Key, written by Joe Hill, Stephen King's son. I have only read the first volume. I have volumes 2 and 3 behind me as well. Maybe I'll read those today. That sounds like a good plan. Fantastic horror stuff. I don't know how the Netflix show holds up. I heard it's good, but the comic is amazing. That's definitely a good use of your time while you're isolated or like me, have no internet. It's just really well drawn, really finely crafted story, creepy, gory at times, spooky. Just a good time. I highly recommend it. And then the third thing I don't have any visual aid for. It is one of my favorite podcasts. I've mentioned them on here before. I'm part of their Discord. I just find these guys delightful. It's the Bite Me podcast. It's a video game podcast. They're out of the West Coast. They do it every week. They have special episodes. I've been listening to them for a while. I don't catch every week like I would like to, but I certainly try. Give them a listen. They have a much more successful podcast than I do, so it's silly for me to push you that way. But I really do enjoy what they do and think it's worth your time. So those are my 3 recommendations for this week. I know we don't get a proper recommendation video like I wanted to do, and I'm a day late in doing it, but I just felt like today was a good time to do it. Like I've got no internet. really the only game I can play is Animal Crossing, and even that's limited because there's some internet functionality to it that I can't access. It's my birthday. I can't have cake. I can't go out to eat. Why the hell not give you some recommendations, some stuff to listen to, some stuff to read, some stuff to play. I should mention with Nier Automata that it is on Game Pass right now. You can play it essentially for free on Game Pass. And it's obviously a PlayStation 4 game as well. It's just so good. If you have Game Pass, at least try it. What harm is it? You've already paid for Game Pass. Take a couple minutes, download it if you have the internet, and give it a look. I loved it. It's one of my all-time favorite games. It'll be one of my all-time favorite games, period, but it's certainly one of my games of the generation. And it's just a hell of a good time. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. As I said earlier, I don't know when it's going to go live on YouTube or on OrNERDnarylife.com or .wordpress.com. It all depends on when the internet comes back. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to edit this, get it ready to go, and then as soon as I have the internet, you'll see this bad boy pop up. One more time, thank you for the birthday wishes if you sent them. If you didn't, what's wrong with you? That's mean. I'm hoping the rest of my day has been better than the last 12 or so hours have been. I'm hoping to get into some more Resident Evil today, and then hit that Final Fantasy VII hard tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. And make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. PolyNerdic on various social medias. I almost said all. I usually say all, but it's not really all. I'm not on all of them. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on Discord. Join the Discord, please. I'm begging you. Join the Discord. Join the conversation. Ask me some questions so I can have something to talk about on the podcast every Saturday. There's polynerdic.com. There's an OrNERDnary Life. Those two websites, blogs, if you will, are married together every Saturday morning on the OrNERDnary podcast, where I, either by myself or with the accompaniment of friends, talk about bullshit. It's an escapism podcast for the most part. We are all about talking about nerd culture and life. Sometimes life creeps in. We gotta talk about something. Obviously, the world situation has given us plenty to talk about in the past. But generally speaking, we try to keep it light. We try to keep it, funny, as funny as we can be. And, just give you 30 minutes to an hour of a conversation. A monologue or a dialogue. Something to take your mind off things. That's my goal every week, except for when we dive into real world stuff. Check that out. Bookmark polynerdic.com. Like, follow, subscribe, all those places. We're also on Patreon if you're feeling generous. You can throw a buck our way. Help make our production better. Get me a better camera. Get me a better computer setup so I can stream more stuff. I want to stream Animal Crossing, damn it. I just lack the means to. But I hope you have a good day. I hope my birthday gets better. And I'll see you right here on polynerdic.com and OrNERDnarylife.wordpress.com, PolyNerdic on YouTube, and all those other places I just told you to follow. Thank you. I'll see you soon.